Kristen Stewart wants us to play the guessing game. I'm Hyla in Hollywood.
And I'm Nicole DeBow for the Daily Buzz on CelebBuzz.com.
Kristen Stewart went on the Today Show to promote Breaking Dawn Part 2 and was cornered by Savannah Guthrie.
So many fans, and they will be mad at us if we don't ask you, and they follow your life, and they want to know, are you back together with Robert Pattinson?
Funny you mentioned that. I'm just going to let people watch whatever little movie they would like to think our lives are and go for it, you know. Keep them guessing, I always say.
Keep us guessing. Joining us from Los Angeles is Hollywood publicist Siri Garber. Siri, what's going on?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
We're good. I don't know how good Kristen's doing today. She kind of got cornered. She was there to promote her film, and then the very last question, right as the music was coming up, she slips in that relationship thing. Now, we know here in Hollywood, there's been a ton of people doing Twilight press. Everybody has gotten the mandate, do not go there. It doesn't matter whether you're MTV, you're Entertainment Tonight, everyone's gotten that mandate. The Today Show went there. What are your thoughts?
It's called sweeps. Sweeps are going on right now, so all of those shows want to try to get in anything controversial and anything gossipy that they possibly can. So I'm sure that was planned ahead, and they left it to the last minute on purpose because she couldn't be pulled from the interview.
So what do you think about Kristen's reaction then? I mean, she seemed a little bit uncomfortable, and she dodged the question completely. Do you think that was a smart idea, or should she have said the truth and moved on?
Well, I think that there are a few things behind her answer. I think it's a smart move because I think that keeping people guessing, as she so aptly said, is great because that keeps people interested. And I think if she gave a response as to a yes or no as to whether they're back together, I think that she could get herself in trouble. I have a feeling that Robert doesn't want her to say either way, even if they are, because it opens up a whole world of backlash to him, to all the fans that don't want them back together because they feel like she's a cheater and she's going to hurt him again, and he'll get death threats and she'll get death threats, and it starts that whole sort of storm again. And then I think if she says they're not, then that also lets down the fans that want to see them back together. So I think it's smart to not say either way, and it really just sort of plays on, media and allowing social media and everyone to just kind of come up with their own ideas and their own theories. It just keeps that sort of, snow flurry of speculation continuing.
Siri, now you're a publicist. Is the Today Show in trouble? How would you be handling this today? Obviously, they're a major outlet. You need them promoting your artist or, your actor, your film. And they went there somewhere they probably weren't supposed to go. So what do you do now? What is happening now behind the scenes?
I don't think that they'll get in trouble. I think the Today Show is one of the biggest outlets. And I think that even down to a personal publicist who they promised, there would be no talk of the relationship. I don't think that there's a publicist or a PR firm or a studio that would, ban the Today Show from having their stars or their clients promoting things. So I don't think it's going to hurt them in any way with anybody. I think the fans are probably really happy that they sort of cornered her like that to see what her reaction would be. And I'm sure it just helps them get more attention. It's going to, snowball into so many other avenues. That clip's going to be replayed. It's going to be all over the internet. It's going to go, viral. And just talking to her about her role in the movie and the fact that it's the final installation isn't as interesting as what's going on in her personal life. So I think it was smart on their part.
Well, Hyla here thinks that there could have been a better way to ask the question. Instead of just, going straight to it, there was no beating around the bush. What do you think? Do you agree with that?
I think when you're dealing with Kristen Stewart, I don't know if there's a better way. She's a very cut and dry, blunt person. And I think they sort of had to just come at her at the end of the interview. I think if they had done it any sooner, it would have thrown the whole interview off probably. Mm-hmm. So to me, I thought that was, they sort of saved that loaded gun for the last thing that they spoke about.
I don't know. Just for me, it just kind of felt like, a mugging in the street alley, just a little bit. Just out of nowhere, a creepy guy comes around the corner and takes your wallet. Siri, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it.
You're so welcome. Welcome, thank you.
Thank you. Now, we want to flip on over. Brian, if you could flip on our Facebook page, because obviously this is probably the biggest story on Twitter for us and on our Facebook, and you guys are really getting into it with your comments.
Yes, we appreciate all the comments, so we're going to read some right now. We have Lisa Sneed, who said, I think she has a right to live her life like every other human being who makes mistakes. Leave her and Rob alone, please.
That's what I'm saying. Leave him alone. She didn't go on there to talk about a relationship. She went on there to talk about her movie.
She was making out with a married man in public. Come on. I mean, what do you expect?
Well, it wasn't exactly public.
I'm not even a celebrity, and I wouldn't make out with a married man in public and expect people just to be hush-hush about it. Come on.
I think I'm in the minority here. Let us know what you think. Use the hashtag #TheDailyBuzz because we want to throw your comments up on our Facebook and we want to talk about them in the videos. And for the latest stories breaking Hollywood right now, go to CelebBuzz.com. She wasn't there to talk about her relationship. She was there to talk about